Oh come on! I keep getting myself confused between body and head at this point. Otherwise, I mean, given the nature of the flailing around, it could be just like that. It has advantage on. It might have advantage on melee attacks, or attacks within 5 feet if some of its attacks have reach. But I'm gonna think about that a bit more. Oh my gosh, this is so long. Wait a second. Okay, hear me out, I'm not crazy. So you drop it in front of the party, they assume standard formation with the front line ganking him, then its head detaches and flies around and the body flails about, and with each attack, the characters must make a save or go prone. I'm really okay and keen on attack that have knocking prone as an attack rider, because I love the idea of big monsters like knocking the party around like bowling balls. I mean, let's be real, being prone is not that big of a deal in 5th edition, unless whatever made you prone is able to like immediately follow up with something, so I like this idea. With each attack, the characters must make a save or go prone. So the front line is slowed down, and the head is relatively free to wreak havoc on the characters that would normally just sit there and cast cantrips. Yeah, absolutely. That's the standard thing that would happen. Also, if this thing were a bit more intelligent, like it could, one thing it could do, maybe not each individual, but one other thing it could do is like its body might like initially fall. But if it's gonna have advantage anyway, it might not be important. But um, I mean, one thing you can do just even narratively for the scenic effect is when the head flies off and everybody freaks out about the head, the body goes limp and falls down, and like the head does whatever it does, and it's only at that point, if there are especially if there are characters that are still in melee with the body, then the body rises up and starts basically acting like a blender. Also, I really want him. I really want its. I really picture him like moving basically like the devil joined Monster Hunter, having that kind of motions, and using the maw to like grapple someone and like shove them around, throw them around, maybe even try to like swallow them, or have like sort of a blender attack on them. I'm gonna have an attack that is like against grappled onlys. Sort of. And this is a little bit of a fun idea. I'm gonna leave you for the night. So, back to stream here. Okay. So as for the last question, the point is, yeah, the blender attack and ended. The point is, as I said before, I really want the head recall action to be potentially an attack of some sort, and I envision either something like sort of catastrophic, like sort of a very big sort of suction. But I also was toying with the idea of having it being some sort of electrical attack, because with this monster being based on the idea of detaching the head particularly, and having the nervous system like operate and having to coordinate like two parts of the same body, and the idea of some sort of magical symbiont that makes it possible, some sort of like organism that is some sort of hive mind of superorganism that lives as a colony inside of the body of this thing, and then the colony splits up between the head and the body and animates both. This idea, and also the fascination I have in RPGs with toying with the idea of nervous signals and electricity, and also because I want to utilize part of a concept that of another creature concept that I have, which is of a monster called the Necrovault Heart, which is basically, I'll tell you more about that thing maybe in the future. But that thing was a monster that is based on it's a particular kind of parasite that can turn a creature into an undead and use negative energy and lightning to create create undead flesh for the creature it took over and control it, and also generate immense amounts of electricity, and some sort of echoes of that idea. Some sort of echoes of that idea makes me think of this like head recall attack in which like the body rears up and the interior of the maw lightens and crackles, and then there's like this actual arc of lightning between the body and the head that sort of shocks, potentially paralyzes anyone that gets caught in between, and then the head zips back to the body. And Capomax was saying it's a neat idea that the head recall moves whoever is attached to with a strength save. Yes, especially if the head recall has some sort of like magnetical or electrical pull, as we have discussed. If the head is currently biting down on someone or just taking someone, I definitely see a strength save, or they get like yanked to the body, and at that point they can be slammed down or tail slapped with the full force of the body. Or if you go with my crazy idea, just like potentially shocked. And yeah, so that's it. We have a lot of stuff to work with. The idea of possibly eating or stealing magical items, or this thing being sort of an anti-mage, or an anti-mage creature, or a magical item snatcher, which I really hope that Capomax is going to like tell me how that goes in their campaign. The idea of using some sort of like crazy elemental potential AoE move when the head recall times time come. Especially because I also have there's also in this second page there's also going to be the stat block for the head, which I definitely want to make, which I definitely need to make as well, and I am pretty keen on saying that if the head is destroyed, the body either I mean I don't know if the body just straight up dies or just probably loses control and then rationality. We can decide that. If it doesn't die, if it doesn't die immediately, or just, I mean, after all, it has the ability of it has the ability to feed itself, but it definitely loses every kind of focus, memory of whatever it was doing, and sense of purpose. And at that point, it only tries to feed blindly. But at that point, honestly, it's where if the head dies, or if the body is separated from the head for too long, that's when if the head dies and it's destroyed, that's when I see the part about the head snatching potentially come in, because I love the idea that if this thing is too far from its true head, it might just try, if it finds the creature, manages to kill it without destroying their head, you could really do some numbers at that point. Because what if this thing had the ability to, like, steal the head and arms from other creatures, if need be? Of course, it has an instinctual preference for its own parts, but I really want to play with the idea that in an emergency situations, it can make do with what it has. And at that point, if it can, what happens? What kind of scenarios you could make? Like, if, for example, it snatches the head of someone and attaches it to its body, at which point, what kind of personality is going to be guiding the new body that comes out of this creature? So there's definitely a lot of questions, and we got less far than I would have wanted. At this point, I think I'd want to continue this particular stream either if not in the weekend, because these kind of streams is kind of exhausting in a day in which I have already worked a bunch. Maybe just at some point next week, but we're definitely going to continue this stream, going on with the sketching, going on with the what's the name, with the stat block making. And please tell me if you like the concept of what we're doing, if you like if you like hanging out and doing this, because I'm really curious in what do you think. I think there is potential to this idea, to the idea of making this kind of stream, but I'm really curious about your interest in particular. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm leaving in chat the link of this document, and I'm gonna cut myself short because I'm getting out of voice. Capomax, by the way, since you mentioned Italian earlier, I kind of have an idea of how did you came to this stream. So if you want to contact me, if you want to discuss, to further contact me to discuss this between this stream and the next one, like, feel free to do so. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you liked the occasion. I'm glad you you and someone else decided to follow the channel. I have linked in chat the document if you wanna work on that. Oh, you found me by chance. So you're not part of a certain group. So you were just scrolling through DnD 5e Twitch. Just please tell me about it. I'm interested in that. How did that happen? Because I'm really interested in that. Also, that's a nice number of views that we're having here. It's a nice number of views that we're having. Okay. That's definitely, I'm gauging some sort of an interest in this. I like to browse low spectator D&D channels. Oh, and you find you found me and decided it was interesting. Well, thank you. Thanks a lot. And I mean, if that's the situation, I'm just going to link something else as well, which is right here. This is my Twitter page. If you wanna check that out and wanna know more about when the next one is coming, because you right now you shouldn't. I should just remove it really. You shouldn't really trust too much like the schedule on the Twitch channel, because right now it's outdated and I still haven't changed it. And also because with the way my day job works right now, I cannot keep that. I cannot make that schedule work, and my stream are a bit more random. So I'm going to I have linked this one. I'm going to relink the document right away, and so if you want, you can like contact me on Twitter then. Oh, I think that's you, which apparently, okay, that's cool. If you want, we can hang out on Twitter as well and talk about this and other D&D related stuff, and you can I mean, you can see what I'm up to. There is other dinosaur stuff in particular. I also have I'm gonna link that as well. What the hell? It's okay. I'm gonna relink the document here so you can like go to the brewery, take it, and maybe next time we can do like if you're here for next stream. And if in the meantime you have like, if you want, you can jot down some of the things that, some of the ideas that you have in the document, and I'm gonna have my own copy. And if you probably ran out of time because it's late for me too, but it's impressive stuff. Thank you very much. I need to update the site, by the way. There's more stuff right now. So yeah, there's also the dinosaur diary, by the way, which is a little bestiary of dinosaurs for 5e that at this point I'm gonna link here as well. You know what? This has become shameless plug time. So, but by the way, my proposal was like that if you want to like have fun with the document, I'm gonna do that as well, because you can see changes to this document. I'm gonna go ahead and try. Like, are you? I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Like, try to change something right now. Tell me where I should like, for example, answer to one of the questions, and I'll see if I see that. I really want to know, because I can give you the link, but I really want to know how that works exactly. Because it's okay, even if we end up with like two different copies. Maybe then at that point you can link me yours in the chat, and then I can look at that. I can open that in the browser, and we can look at what we each did with this thing, and maybe I can have some better art to put here. So if you're still there, you added an item. You added an item. Let's see. Okay, I don't think I'm seeing it. Yeah, I don't think it works. You know what? Let's now send me your link. Send me the link of the page you are working on now. And because I think I might have I think my idea was right, and we basically generated two copies of the same document, and they are it's not like a Google document, they are independent of each other. Maybe tied to like the IP address with which you get to the link. It's the same link. Oh, okay, the same link. Okay, but let's see what happens if I click it from here. Oh my gosh, this website is also, oh, there's also a Google Drive integration. Oh, I see that you now. I see your test 123. And bizarrely enough, if let's see what happens if I do this. Look. Okay. You use overlay. I usually use overleaf to write homebrew. Well, no problem. Absolutely no problem with it. Okay. That's actually, I'm actually fine with that, because even if multiple people take the link, is not just gonna create overlays that I don't need to like make my own copy on a separate document. I actually kind of like that it works like this. Okay, that's good. Well, yeah, even better like this. So, like, if you were to actually try to do something on this document or wherever else using this creature, by the time I get to part 2 of this streaming, then I'd love to see what you've done, and to confront ideas, because this has been very fun, very stimulating, even if slower than I. It's okay. I'll just add some ideas or de-itemize. Oh, okay, that's good. I'd really love to. I really love to do that and see what we both come up to with for this. But yeah, most thing I think. I think I'm mostly gonna do. You're under exams, and good luck with that. Also, yeah. Me too. It's not like I have this much time. I was just throwing it out there. But yeah, on my side, the things I'm going to do if I get to work on this before next time is the things I want to focus on to continue these stat blocks are the head recall attack, the possibility of head snatching, and like the sort of exact math, or like having the final list of actions and their like the core mechanics of those. Any rate, it was a pleasure for me as well, and I'd love to continue seeing you on this channel and on Twitter and wherever else it might be. You might know I also did a campaign here on Twitch, but that had some issues that I might tell you another time about. I might tell you about another time. But I also do some mostly gaming here on Twitch. I started with Pokemon, and now it's mainly Monster Hunter. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to bed, as I as probably you are too, as you can see by the lighting around me, by the way. So, pleasure for me as well. Pleasure to have everyone else that was here. Buonasera. And yeah, this has been Fabrizio. This has been Fabrizio Fioretti. This has been yet unnamed Nightmare Stories there. And we're gonna finish this one at a later date, but right now it's Fabrizio signing out. Say hi to the Nightmare Dinosaur, which looks kind of derpy right now, and good night. Stream is out.